For journalists.
I think it's been 15 years that we've been doing this project.
My parents saw it in the newspaper and they said, well, Harper, do you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I honestly don't know what it is, but I'll do it.
At the end of the day, you're going to write an article and post it to a website, and the very best of those stories will be published in the Denver Post.
We really focus on the ages 8 to 14. We believe that that's an underserved group. Once you're 14, you can get on social media. You have an opportunity in high school to work on the school newspaper and yearbook and so on. So there's a lot of writing opportunities, but that younger group, nobody was really doing anything for them.
Journalism is more facts, and this is what happened. So I'm kind of trying to get better at that too.
Writing and becoming a reporter is more than just sitting around and writing down a story you saw.
You're going to learn a lot today, but the most important thing is the one thing we can't teach you.
It's about being curious.
What I would like them to do is break all the rules and get away from some of the things that they learn, a very kind of hidebound writing style. You get a lot more independent, out-of-the-box kind of writing from these little guys than you would get from their older brothers and sisters.
What's this number one tool that you're using to do an awful lot of understanding of the world around you? Use your eyes. What do you see?
But now I think it's a little more involved. Since I'm a little more involved in it, it's like, okay, so this is bigger.
I just think it's important to get perspective and to know what's happening.
But what you don't do is, for instance, you don't put yourself in the story.
This whole thing gives me hope because these kids are really getting an opportunity to be able to weave ethics and trust and honesty into their writing and how important that is.
What's the difference between stills and video?
And photography was so much fun.
So we have like macros, right? We've got wide, zooms, telephotos.
To get out your camera, get out your phone. Let's talk about how you can take a picture of somebody sitting next to you.
If you hold the lens just right, you can see their expressions in a different way. So like if the man's going like this, and you hold the lens in a way, you can see the man's actually smiling a bit. He's like,
interviewing skills, sometimes that's a really scary thing for a kid to do.
It really does make your story more interesting.
apparently my group's gonna go interview this food person.
Go up and actually introduce himself to a total stranger and start a conversation.
I think it's really helpful to give people insight onto what's happening.
They need to say what they saw. They need to say what was heard. It's not a column, it's not review, it's news reporting.
Like if you're really passionate about it, then it's amazing to go, and if you just want to get better at it, then it's also really nice.
Maybe not become a journalist at some point, but man, if you can communicate, if you can write, you can do anything.